Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's GentooMan here, also known as Rainy, and today's story time is something, so let's get into it. So every year there's this festival that comes to the city I live in. It's a good time. There's lots of weird-ass food, lots of good food too. Lots of live music. They bring in rides and stuff. It's like a fair, basically, like a fun fair type thing. So just this last year, my girlfriend and I went with some of her friends who came in from out of town, and then a couple of her friends who live in town, and we all went together as a big group. So most of us were there from the get-go, just going on rides, getting food, having fun. And then about halfway through our day, one of my girlfriend's friends, we'll call her for the sake of this video, we'll call her Hannah. Now, Hannah showed up about halfway through our day, right? And she met up with us. We went on a couple rides, got some more food because, that's what you do. You kind of lose all of your money in one day because you absolutely break the bank at this fun fair. And so eventually we decide that we want to drink, we want to drink to enhance this experience. Now, to our knowledge, we were not able to purchase alcohol inside the fairgrounds. So when you leave, they give you a stamp so that you can come back in really easily. So we left to go to a nearby liquor store and then come back. So we did that. We went and we got stuff at this liquor store, got a couple of shots, drank a little bit, and then we called it a day, not a day, but a time at the liquor store, and we went back to the fairgrounds. We did a couple more rides, did this haunted house thing, and then we looked at some of the music that was going to be on that night, and we were planning where we were going to go, who we were going to see, shit like that. And we ended up going back to the liquor store a second time to get more drinks. So that was fun. We did that. It wasn't too big of a thing, just more drinks. And most of the group is starting to get pretty tipsy at this point, right? So we're on this one ride when we get back. It's I don't even know how to describe it. You kind of lay on your stomach and it's like a glider type thing. And this is the last ride we were going to do because the music event we wanted to see was about to start. So we were going to have to go after this. But everyone was noticeably tipsy or drunk at this point. It really depended on the person, but people were feeling the effects of their alcohol, right? And now whenever we went on rides, I had my backpack, which also had my girlfriend's bag and a couple other people's bags in it. I have the backpack, might as well, just normal boyfriend shit. So when the ride finished, my girlfriend and most of her friends from out of town kind of just took off. They're we got to go. They were all pretty drunk at this point. They're we got to go. We got to get to the event. The music is about to start. And so it's kind of just me and my girlfriend's two friends from who live in the same town just kind of left there. Now, I bent over to grab the backpack because that was my responsibility to carry the backpack. So I bent over to grab it. And while I did that, one of my girlfriend's friends decided it'd be really fun to pants Hannah. I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, but I don't really know how that happened because Hannah was wearing jean shorts that were fairly tight, or at least they looked fairly tight. So I don't know how she managed to even do that, but she did. She did manage to do that. And once she did do that, Hannah kind of stumbled backwards a little bit and tripped a little bit into me. And I kind of had a face full of thong at that point, and my nose was in the trenches, if you know what I mean. So Hannah quickly stood up and kind of just laughed it off. Was I'm sorry, and pulled her pants up as quick as she could. And then they started taking off towards the music. So I did too. So we went and we enjoyed the music, and it was a good rest of the night. Nothing else weird happened. Hannah was very drunk. So was my girlfriend's other friend. I don't think either of them really remembered it. So I didn't bring it up. I just didn't really feel the need to. It was an accident on all ends. It didn't feel embarrassing them and bringing it up, so I never did. Anyways, you guys, that pretty much wraps up that story time. Sorry it was a little bit of a short one, but I thought it was funny, so I thought I would tell you guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. You all know the drill at this point. At least I hope you do. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.